Today, we're going to be taking my game's user interface from this to this
I mean, it's alright,
to this. But first, we need to go over some survival tips. Hello friends, and welcome to another devlog for my Backrooms game, Devlog 3. As you well know, the Backrooms is a very volatile and dangerous place at the best of time, but with this information you will be better equipped to deal with the perils of the Backrooms. Let's talk about all the things you should be thinking about if you want to have any hope of surviving. Firstly, there are certain areas in the Backrooms known as safe rooms, and just as the name suggests, these are areas that you, Wanderer, are completely safe in. With calming music, a place to rest your head and save your progress without the threat of any entities being able to enter these specific areas. While exploring, keep an eye out for their signature door, as they could be just what you need, and make a good place to resupply. Now, let's go through all the resources a Wanderer will have to be thinking about when out and about in the Backrooms. First things first, make sure you keep hydrated by having a healthy supply of almond water on your person at all times. Not only does it keep you hydrated, but it will also do wonders for your sanity. Speaking of sanity, the Backroom affects the minds in many mysterious ways. Sanity pills can be found and should be used frequently to protect the vulnerable human mind against the horrors of the Backrooms. Next up is hunger. Keeping your hunger up with energy bars will not only keep you from starving, but also help keep your stamina up, so in times of peril, you are able to outrun whatever may be following you. Wandering around in the dark is one surefire way of getting lost. Make sure you're always topped up on batteries to ensure that you always can see where you're going. You wouldn't want to accidentally no-clip when you don't mean to, or walk into an obvious trap. Using marker pens to draw directional arrows on the walls will help you if you're ever wandering in circles or just bad with directions. Keeping all of this in mind, you are sure to be successful in traversing the Backrooms. Whilst exploring the various levels of the Backrooms, you will undoubtedly stumble across high-risk areas that affect the human body in various different ways. For example, Level 2 will have you needing much more almond water to be able to withstand the heat of the tunnels. And Level 27 will affect your sanity at a much higher rate due to its dark and eerie atmosphere. Making sure you're well equipped for these areas is the best way to survive them, or avoid them altogether by finding new ways to no-clip around the more dangerous levels. This is not always possible though, and these levels will usually result in the death of said Wanderer. There is a lot to be said about the various entities that call the Backrooms home, but we will talk more about them next time. Luckily, here at Major Explorer Group, we have laid out artifacts and care packages for Wanderers to collect that will permanently improve their skills inside the Backrooms. The same effect can also be achieved in the lab, but you don't need to worry yourself about that right now, Wanderer. Originally, I wanted to make a UI, meaning user interface, or HUD, meaning heads up display, that would translate easily from keyboard and mouse to controller gameplay, hence the directional arrows. I knew from very early on in the project that there would be only a few items that the player would be able to use from their inventory, so the directional pad or wheel idea really stood out to me, but it was messy, and I drifted away from the controller first idea as time went on. This is a much closer attempt to what I was going for, but it's still missing something. Again, as time went on, I became less and less in love with this idea. It needed to be tied into the game world much more. I wanted to make the player immersed in the world, and the HUD can be a big part of this. Think Outlast and Fallout's Pip-Boy. That lands us here, the final, so far, version of the game's HUD. You've seen it throughout the video, and while it's not perfect yet, it fits much better with the style I was aiming for. I tried to make it simple and feel like the player was looking through their VHS camera, which is part of the story of the game, so this ties everything together nicely and clearly displays all the information needed to the player. There are some things that are not final, such as the 6 bars on the left displaying the player's vitals, but for now, it will do. I can't wait for you guys to experience my rendition of the Backrooms. I've tried to make it more realistic and true to the wikis and lore. Remember who you are, and good luck, Wanderer. I'm getting much better at recording my process as I'm developing, so look forward to seeing some more behind the scenes stuff in the next video, where I'll be going over making my entities much scarier, as they're a little bit goofy at the moment. So if you enjoyed this video and want to catch the next one, or to follow me on my game dev journey, please hit the subscribe button and the like button too. It really helps me get seen by the almighty YouTube algorithm. If you are interested to follow the development of the game more closely, come and join the Newtforge Games Discord server. Links should be down below in the description. Have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Stay safe in your journey through the Backrooms, and I will catch you next time.